Well, I think there weren't any big surprises. We anticipated that a strong Obama victory in the popular vote and the electoral vote would be accompanied by major Democratic gains in the House and the Senate. Now, that's unusual. The last three Democratic presidents that replaced a Republican in the White House did nothing for their House and Senate colleagues. John Kennedy lost 22 seats in the House, 2 in the Senate. Jimmy Carter basically saw the House Democrats gain nor lose any seats, and Bill Clinton in 1992 was elected but lost 10 seats in the House and gained none in the Senate. So the fact that Barack Obama won not just a decisive victory in the presidential race, but assisted his party colleagues in strengthening their majorities in the House and the Senate is what's significant. Listen, I don't think things are going to go smoothly. They never do. There are real differences, and Congress is supposed to reflect those differences. And conflict is natural, especially when you're doing important things. There are going to be people who resist, and that's fine. We're not looking to govern by consensus. Complete consensus. What you'd like are some broader coalitions, and that, frankly, requires first and foremost steps by the president to act in a way that will make such deliberation involving members of both parties possible. Now, Speaker Pelosi, in order to get anything through the House in the last 2 years, has often had to dispense with so-called regular order and sort of tighten the screws on the opposition party because they were looking not so much to legislate as to kill and to get advantages for the upcoming campaign. I think with larger Democratic majorities and sympathetic president in the White House, she actually would have more freedom to loosen things up, to invite Republicans who are genuinely interested in lawmaking to participate in real deliberations and negotiations. And I think it would serve her interest, the Democrats' interest, and the president's interest in doing just that. Similarly, there's some benefit actually in Harry Reid and Democrats not getting a so-called veto-proof majority. Falling short of that, they know from the outset they have to attract some Republicans. By attracting some Republicans, it's going to be easier to hold their own more moderate members to the broader objective. So I also think it gives him the freedom to try to, from the outset, keep the Republican Party from falling into a filibuster mode on some things. Because I don't think Olympia Snowe and Susan Collins and Arlen Specter are frankly interested in just playing opposition politics. They'd like to be part of a governing coalition, and I think the results of the election say, hey, we've got to move, we've got to change, and it has to be in a progressive direction toward what the Democrats are proposing and away from what the Republicans have been doing, but in a pragmatic fashion. And therefore, I think both Pelosi and Reid, working with Obama, have opportunities to improve the environment on Capitol Hill and make it possible for a return to some serious lawmaking.